Hello, everybody. So, Minecraft Tinker, and I'm ultra short on time, so let's get to work. So today's topic is going to be jump scare devices that you prank all your friends. That's one of the contraptions. 3 things that you need to have in all your worlds. So the first one is going to be a jump scare, because who doesn't love them? Who doesn't love seeing your friend scream in panic when they see something pop out of a closet? So, to set this up, you're going to need an armor stand with a head of your choice. Let's go with a zombie head and an oak door. So, you could technically pick a different door, like a spruce door or a crimson or a warp door, and I only recommend those because the others you can see through. So, it's a super neat jump scare. So, next thing you need is some blue ice. Super valuable. First thing we need to do, a little trench like this, do this. And we need to place in blocks. Go back 3. And then up to here is the block of the wall. So that means sand, piston, you gotta put it back a reasonable distance. Like, this should be good. That's neat. These produce light. So these go best in a wall. So then what you need to do is do this. And then place blue ice, blue ice, blue ice. And the trick is this: when you open the door, it starts a chain reaction. And I'll show you what happens. I may have to adjust the timings a little on this one, but you know, you gotta live with life. You can't fight with life. It's the way it's the way you gonna. So I'm desperately trying to build this all with observers, but you know, you gotta live with life. I've told you this about 1,000,000 times on my channel. It's true, you gotta live with life. You can't fight with it. So what happens in the circuit is this. So the door pulses. Alright, so now we have an armor stand and we shift it into any position you'd like. So I think this is good, and then we shift it some more. I like the one where it's like a zombie position. That's good. Alright. So now, what we gotta do is disarm it real quick. Shut the door. Rearm it. Alright, and then we're set to go. So you can actually put, if you want, real zombies in there. But I prefer the non-real ones because they're easier. Boom. And then it slides out. So now, I think we can adjust it to be a lot faster timed. So let's try that real quick. Now, this is not going to be one of those videos where I spend like 3 hours trying to build a redstone circuit. Because I know I've made a video or two like that. It's pretty neat. Alright, so then we just chuck that down. Chuck a zombie head down. Chuck it into any position we really like. That's probably good. This is probably good. Alright, so we're going. Ooh, I wonder what's in here. Yeah. So you got this zombie. You could also try this with real zombies or other hostile mobs. But you know, the whole point is not to kill your friend. The next one you want to have is the Quickie Mumbo Jumbo TNT Cannon. It's super valuable. It's relatively long range. And I'll do it in the next video. Because today, that's all. So you got a sneak peek on what the next video is going to be. Maybe. But, you know. Well, why don't I do it now? Alright, so then I just go, and I need 3 pieces of I need a piece of TNT. Check that back. Check that in there real quick. Alright, and then go over control middle click. Alright, boom, boom. Alright, boom. Then we need a pressure plate. Alright, and then we can do water. Okay. This is the tricky part. You gotta place that in there, like that. So what we gotta do is this. Then we gotta place water right there. And if you're wondering, how is this a TNT cannon? I'll show you in a sec. So first thing we need is a redstone torch and a button. That redstone torch is there. It had to propel TNT, so that's why I put in that, so that it wouldn't detonate our machine. Then all we gotta do, mine up the water. No, not mine up. You know, you guys know what I mean. And then the final one we're gonna do today is the coat rack. So it's purely funny. Alright, so this should work when we hit the button. And it shoots out a TNT projectile into the area. So we may have to try using a stone button. I originally did this with the stone button, and it worked a lot better. I don't know why, but it did. See, you saw the bare minimum of an explosion right there. So I'm gonna just trail out some redstone, going out over into this block, so that way we can see it in real action. So we can see the whole explosion. Boom. It's not the most powerful, you know. I've seen more powerful in my time. But it'll deal some damage. And if you're building a wall in TNT Wars, use netherite. Use netherite, please. So I can just hit the button and we can shoot. This can also be a slab or some other method. So yeah, you can do redstone. I think a button would work. Anything that you want that you could waterlog works. I'm gonna see if I can hook up a lever to it and I can double up. So now you can see what happens now. Yeah, it goes haywire. So the final one is the armor stand coat rack. It gives you the ability to have many coats on a coat rack at once. Super neat. So I'm gonna do this whole thing above ground, but this part should be underground. So first thing that needs to happen for this to work, you need to calculate. A slime block launcher will launch you up 5 blocks. So that means that our slime block launcher down here will be down 3, like that. Alright, so this is the coat rack launcher, which is going to, and then we need up like 2 blocks, and then into the wall. So this is the storage room. Super small and easily compact. So we gotta just hook all this redstone up. So the first thing that's gonna happen is, if you really fancy, you can go back a block and you can use floor. That's only if you really, really want to, because that takes up a lot of time. I'm gonna use redstone blocks because it's easy to see. They won't bud power. Perfect, easy to see, and boom. Yeah, and there's no updating occurring. Alright, so the first thing that needs to happen is we need to set up the floor. So obviously that's going to be made out of, well, I think we'll make it out of glowstone, because it's easy to do. This would be the floor. It's like, I saw this in a Mumbo Jumbo video. A great design. If y'all haven't subscribed to his channel yet, you should. So basically, our new strategy . So what's gonna happen when this happens is, so these two are gonna go up, and then they're gonna land on the floor right here. This will get moved to be a floor. So then we'll have the 2 armor stands like that. So now you get the idea. Simple enough, but pretty cool. So I'm short on my time, so I may have to issue you guys a challenge. So then, when we want to switch out the coat racks, these will move in, and then they'll go up. But these will get pushed back, down, into here, and get pushed those will go, they'll get pushed across, then these will go over, and then we'll have a new set. It's pretty complicated, but basically these two are gotta fire at the exact same time to switch. So let's get started. So I'm thinking we need about a 4-tick delay on redstone wise. Because I want to make this as perfect as possible. So I think 4 ticks. We'll just test out 4, 4. Alright. And why don't we just add 4 here and 4 here. 8 ticks. Should be enough. Alright. And now we need to work. My plan is to wire all the separate mechanisms up. Wire the whole thing up. That looks like the easiest approach. So we can just only make one there, alright, and then so what this does is this alternates the circuit back. Alright, so quickly tester. We need to give ourselves a 1 tick output, I think. To shoot this, so 1 second. Alright, I forgot. They're already powered by the redstone. Let's grab a stand. So, that's what's an update. It's being powered but indirectly, so it gives an output. So, all we need to place in are some lodestone. They're TNT-able, but they're not invincible. So, I'm obviously really running short on time at the moment. And, so, yes. This is the concept and principle. These shoot up. The floor has to retract. Okay, so there are no pistons here. So there's got to be a set of pistons down here. But we're going to use a low end, not a very high quality double piston extender to work. Because these have to be stored over. In fact, I think I just developed a circuit that may work. We switch these guys out for regular pistons. And that's it. So, and then we just hook up a circuit for rack 1 and rack 2. And then all we gotta do is hook up the 4 at the end. Perfect. So, this is super stressful because I'm super low on time for you guys. YouTubers have a schedule. They don't spend their whole day recording YouTube videos. Or at least, I don't know if that's true or not. You know what? Scratch it. I'm going to issue you guys a challenge, and the idea for you guys is that you guys have to that I'm gonna give you guys today to watch this video, figure it out, and then I'll do a video on it. Deal? Alright. My name is Minecraft Tinker. When you like and subscribe to my channel, it helps me make an explosion of videos. This is all for today, and I'm out.